Everyone, happy Friday afternoon. I wanted to give a quick video, a little bit unrelated to the discussions, but also somehow related. I feel like in teaching this class, I can't teach it with this topic, with everything we've been discussing about circles and backgrounds and affinity groups without bringing up the events of this week in our country. There's been so many shootings, so much violence, a lot of hate, as well as a lot of love being spread. And I wanted to allow this opportunity to be raw and real and take a moment to allow you guys the opportunity to talk about this or type about it or create a video about it or post things that you found that are important to you about it. What I've decided to do is create a new tab in our community for current issues, news, media, as a place for you to talk about your feelings, your thoughts, your initial reactions to what's been happening in our country. For me, I can't relate on many levels to what people have been going through, in the sense that I don't worry about driving my car in certain neighborhoods. I don't worry about walking down the street. I don't fear for my life in ways that I know many others do. What I do know is what gun violence does. Personally, I grew up in Blacksburg, Virginia, where Virginia Tech is, and witnessed what it was like for a community to be shattered by such a massive violent act of one person that affected so many lives. And I have watched Virginia Tech and Blacksburg rally and come together and rebuild itself beyond that. So from that experience, I have that behind me when it comes to things that affect me personally and things that, again, affect my beliefs and have changed my views in some ways of things that are important in my life. This is just me being real and honest, no script right now, but I did want to share a few things like that with you. I also want to give this opportunity as a child life specialist and professional for you guys to, again, think about all of this that's going on in our country and how it can actually affect your work as a child life specialist. What other ways we may see kids that need help. We talked, some of the discussions discussed if a parent dies of an overdose or maybe even a suicide, where they're not necessarily types of death that are often supported, where people rally around to support the family. Think about it on a level of gun violence. What if a person is shot and killed, but they're the ones that have been shooting? But what if their father, what if their brother or sister, that family is still grieving and that family is going through a loss, even if their child's seen as somebody that was a terrorist or a threat to the society or deserved to die on some level of what the media may say because of their actions. Important to think about in the context of our job and the fact that child life is really spreading throughout many other places besides hospitals, and the work is there for these types of issues. I also wanted to have you think about kids from different backgrounds that may live in very dangerous and violent areas that are coming into the hospital, having seen and witnessed numerous acts of violence in their life, and what that will also bring to the work you do and the way they may cope with things, or things that may trigger memories or emotions for them. So just something to think about. Like I said, this community is safe. It's open to all discussions. Not everybody here is going to agree 100% with everybody else, and that's what makes these discussions real and honest and helps us to grow as people, professionals, students. I encourage you to, use the space, use the tab that I created to share something, to write down your initial reactions, to write what your thoughts are going through this, between what's happened this week in Minnesota and Baton Rouge and now in Dallas. Feel free to share. Feel free to be as real as you want to be. I hope that you guys will use this as a place that you can really express truly how you're feeling. Again, this is just me being real and honest and kind of unscripted video, but I felt that I needed to address this. It's been on my mind since it happened, and something I wanted to figure out how to weave into this class, and I think it would be an injustice not to mention it, given the fact that we're talking about things that and topics that are right here in the forefront of our news today. So with that, I hope you guys have a good weekend. I'll be checking in today and tomorrow on the community, and then I will change it over for week 3 on Sunday, which is hard to believe that we are already there. Please reach out to me if you need anything at all. You know how to find me. I'll see you guys online.